Laker basketball on FSN West is brought to you by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the NBA. By the official airlines of the NBA, Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. By Carl's Jr. For big, juicy, charbroiled burgers, the name of the game is Carl's Jr. And introducing the new AT&T. Welcome back once again to Staples Center. So the Lakers matching up with the Blazers is then the Phoenix Suns on Sunday, and Wednesday the Hornets closing out the regular season. Magic number still at 2, could be at 1 in about 2.5 hours. Portland Trailblazers, and it's definitely fluctuated lately. But they played well against the Clippers a couple of nights ago, outlawing Kriapa on the baseline with veteran Theo Ratliff, and in the backcourt Sebastian Telfair, their first-round pick last year, along with Steve Blake. And a good man. He was Mr. Sonic for so long. He's had his number retired by Seattle. First season of a 5-year deal that he signed during the offseason to coach the Blazers, and he knew what he was getting into. And for the Lakers tonight, start for Luke Walton alongside Lamar and Kwame down to the block with Kobe and Smush in the backcourt. And I kind of like what Phil said about putting Luke into the starting lineup. He said it may not be that advantageous for him because he's such a spark off the bench, but it does give the Lakers a group that really moves the ball around. The assists can pick up, and we have seen that. Stu, could be a big night for Kobe.
Been a big year for him, so what's to make tonight any different? He's only 16 points away from a new Laker record for most points scored in one season. Again, the target, the great Elgin Baylor. He's in the sights, and Elgin, he might get you in the first quarter.
Ready to get it started, as you can hear in the background. The Lakers take in the team with the worst record in the NBA as the Blazers control it. They're 21-57 coming in, 6-33 on the road.
It's going to be very difficult for the Lakers, especially their bigs, to maybe get some shot attempts up there without getting them altered, because Theo Ratliff, excellent shot blocker. You must blink and make him get in the air.
Travis Outlaw with the first basket of the game. What Stu is talking about a Ratliff, even when he's just part-time. Well, he was 4th in blocks in the league last year. The early points belong to the Blazers. Smush a deep three. And Kobe chasing it down with Kwame. Collision course there as Kobe comes away with it. Lamar for the lead. This time it is Ratliff who brings it down.
Well, 2 attempts for the Lakers to start the game, and both of them from three-point land. Coach Phil Jackson very happy.
That has been a characteristic of the matchup with the Blazers. 22 three-point attempts in one matchup. But in fact, their first loss to the Blazers, they were 4 of 21 on three-point tries. As Kobe batted it away. Out, and Luke kept it away from Kriapa, picked up by Kobe. Our officials tonight: Bob Delaney, Zach Zarba, and Derek Richardson. Kobe had to take it away as Outlaw jumped through. And Kriapa on the 3-on-1, made sure of it with 2 hands.
Well, and you know, this team, even though they're not having any kind of a year with only 21 wins against 57 losses, they feel very confident against the Lakers, and they should, because they've beaten the Lakers twice. So let's see if the Lakers can do something. That confidence, as Kobe tried to go through 2 defenders, thought he got fouled, and the Blazers off and running, and Kriapa knows how to finish, doesn't he?
You know, Kriapa just got the foul. That is the first of the contest. Lakers looking for first. 2 minutes gone by. Luke and with 2 hands, he gives Lamar an assist.
Well, if Luke doesn't dunk that basketball, Theo Ratliff blocks it. But because he dunked it and did it in a hurry, he didn't get to it. Very nice play again by number 4, Luke Walton.
Blazers have been in LA for a while, since Tuesday. Played the Clips on Wednesday. Lost that game 97-93 as Ratliff on the running hook. He made it look easy. Well, that was their 14th consecutive road loss. 6-33 away from home. Been a brutal season for them overall.
Kwame was there.
Got there late, man. That's why Ratliff recovered. So Ratliff knocked it away. Kriapa on the layup. He's got a couple right next to the rim. So the Lakers beaten in transition, down by 6.
Not the start the Lakers wanted, obviously. I mean, you want to make sure you take confidence away from the team, not give them more.
Not an easy one as Kwame kept it alive, taps it, and Luke chase it down. Nice save. Thanks to Kwame and Luke's effort on the baseline. And Kobe blocked out of the way by Outlaw, who's got the foul.
Kobe and Dixon. I mean, Blake having a couple of words possibly? I hope not, because Blake, you don't want to make him angry. He's going to go for at least 30 anyhow. You make him angry, he might go for 50.
Big tough. They've got small guards that have hurt the Lakers this year. Lamar faking it, leaving it for Kwame. And with the left hand, you saw that look. That's what he does best. Now got to get it out. Man, Kwame couldn't handle it. Didn't expect it, but his last touch by the Blazers. 3 left in the shot clock.
If you're not going to dunk it against Theo, then you must jump into his chest. You've got to get contact with him. If you let him have freedom to leave the floor, you're in trouble.
Kobe, shot clock down. He knows it. Man, he's got his first basket of the game on his first try.
See if the Lakers defense picks up here. They've allowed the Blazers 8 quick ones here to start the game.
Right next to the rim.
Make it 10 quick.
Yeah, it's Telfair off a little back pick. And Telfair, not exactly known for his jump shot, gets it to go. Their first round pick last year. He was taken 13th overall. Kobe wanted to post up the small guard. Reverse it. Kwame with the left-handed dunk that time. And they say small hands.
That's the way to finish. And Luke made the play because as soon as Theo went to double team Kobe, Luke spotted Kwame wide open.
And Telfair tried to get in there. It's tapped around and picked up by Lamar. Lakers on a 4-on-3. And off Lamar, no, a reach by Telfair. Otherwise out of bounds off the leg of Lamar Odom.
It's so important to be able to read and react quickly. On the last possession, Luke Walton read. He says the double team is coming there, and I know where to go with the first pass. And it went right to Kwame, and Kwame with the finish. It's all made possible by the read by Luke Walton. And then the finish, of course, by Kwame Brown wasn't bad either.
So Luke's got an assist, 2 for Lamar. And Lamar, first of 2 at the free throw line. Now Lamar Odom and Phil Jackson talked about it. Why are the Lakers playing? He was talking to Billy game show. He said because Lamar has stepped it up. He's now very consistently playing at a high level. He said Kobe's always going to be there. And Stu, he said if Kwame and Scoot are on top of their game, the Lakers are a different team. Lamar with a full.
That's the way you take it to the rack against a shot blocker. You try to be cute, and you end up having an extra meal.
So the Lakers, a 3-point threat. And Bush almost got it away from Telfair. Now, he didn't go to college, so he doesn't know the jump stop from college that well.
Not a bad play, though, by Sebastian Telfair, as he got himself between 2 defenders and has the basket taken away on the violation. But he's a guy that likes to on his perimeter game.
Right now, Lakers on a 7-2 run. Look for their first lead of the game. Kwame, he bounced him away, created space.
Hit him in his chest. That's what negates jumping ability. It's hard to jump with an extra 260.
Lakers lead 9-2 as this spurt. The Lakers hit their last 4 after starting 1 for 5. Don't leave the shooter. That's a break. And Kwame kept it away from Ratliff. Luke. Tough. Tried to. His shot looks different. He's got confidence.
Tapped on that one, but I like the way he's approaching the offensive end. I mean, he's reading, obviously, but he's also very aggressive.
Kobe takes it away as Bryant tried to get it out. And Kobe, like a layup. Lakers 11-2, lead at 13-10.
Well, that's going to bring a timeout. As Nate McMillan says, we've got to talk something over here. We jumped out to an early lead. Then the Lakers have gone on a 9-0 run. And with 6:26 to go in the quarter, the Lakers have surpassed the Blazers on the scoreboard. Well, 6:26 to go here in the first quarter, and the Lakers jumped on top of them now, up by 3, 13-10, thanks to a 9-0 run. And of course, when you need points, no better person to go to than number 8. the NBA's leading scorer on the season, and he's just getting started here in this game. He's taken 2 shots, and he's made both of them for a total of his 4 points. You can see what he's done since January. You know, January was the first month that he averaged 40 or more. Since then, he's done it again here in April. What happened in February, Coach? You know, a little bit of dry spell. 31.5, and I'm calling that a dry spell? That's ridiculous.
Out of the timeout, Telfair coming up empty. So the Lakers by 3. Now, Kobe, 4th in the league in minutes played. Luke who's trying to find leverage.
Yeah, that was a good play by Telfair. Luke was going to try to back him in, so he semi-pulled the chair, and Luke shuffled the feet before the shot. That's a violation.
It's interesting. We saw that 41 for Kobe so far this month in 41 minutes a game. 4th most in the NBA. And a lot of people, Stu, they thought he was going to be slowing down, not getting stronger at the end of the year like he has shown lately.
They don't know about his work ethic as far as his conditioning is concerned. I mean, there isn't a better conditioned athlete that I know of. This young man is just remarkable.
Shot clock down on Kriapa. And he got it off in time. Not exactly, well, never hit the rim, so the Lakers don't get the break. And they're talking about actually changing that rule next year.
And it's something to be thought about, because times where it stops the defensive team from getting an early offense going, whether it's transition, fast break, or just beating most of the defender or the offensive team back down the floor.
So the Lakers up by the first. As the Lakers are trying to go somewhere they haven't been this year. And that is 6 games over the 500 mark.
Blazers in a zone. That's because as small as they are in the backcourt, they know how difficult it's going to be to match up.
Spot up. Mush gets it from Lamar. And the Lakers are now on a 12-0 run. They lead it by 6.
The inside-out attack, and especially against that zone, once you get the ball on the inside, it just collapses. Mush spotted up, and Lamar found it.
Steve Blake, quick release, trying to beat Kobe. Rushing it. Kwame got it out. He asked for stops after they were up 8-2. Different defensive effort for the Lakers, too. Kobe losing Blake, or at least trying to, as Blake was all tied up.
Well, I mean, it's just a very difficult assignment for Blake. It's a difficult assignment for just about everybody. But especially when you're a smaller guard trying to guard Kobe, who knows that he can just elevate over you. He also is very confident with his ball handling skills, so he takes you off the dribble.
Lamar on the pick and roll wanted to go back to Kwame. Luke, and going behind his back, he found some space as they dropped off him on the baseline. Well, Lakers by 8.
Change of direction, whether you do it with a crossover in front or like Luke just did behind the back. And I'm glad he did the behind the back. If he tries the crossover, he probably gets it picked.
4 early points for Luke. Travis Outlaw had their first basket of the game. Contested long 2. And Blake will chase down the loose ball. Outlaw flipped on his way by Lamar. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's going to break the Lakers' run here. As I would assume that Outlaw would make at least one of the 2 free throws that are being awarded to him. 4:17 left here in the first quarter, and the Lakers act like they've got some interest in the game now. They've picked it up quite a bit since the very start.
Another high school guy for the Blazers with the free throw line in his 2nd season. Starkville, Mississippi. Out of Starkville High, Mississippi State country. 21-year-old, great athlete, 6'9", 210-pounder Travis Outlaw. First round pick in 2003, 23rd overall as he misses the first of 2.
Well, maybe he won't make one of 2.
I wasn't going there.
Averaging about 5 points and 2 boards this season in 16 minutes of action.
A lot of people think there's a lot of upside for that guy. 14-0 run ends.
Well, most of your high schoolers should have some upside. I mean, if they don't have any upside, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble because they're so young.
Kwame gets a roll.
A quick jump that time, and that froze Theo Ratliff. So Kwame playing again with some early confidence, and when he gets it going early, his game and his whole demeanor picks up.
Now Ratliff on a spin. Kwame held his ground. Boy, that was difficult for Theo Ratliff. On his way down, he released it and banked it home. The veteran is 11th year out of Wyoming. Early touch. And the Rattler shove.
Too many touches.
We'll send Kwame to the free throw line, and Theo's like huffing and puffing. Come on, man.
Theo's finding out just how big a body that Kwame Brown has there. He used two hands in the back and got called for the foul. We've got a timeout. 3:33 to go in the first, and the Lakers, whoops, they're up 5-7.
3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in a productive first 12 minutes of play for the Lakers. They were down early 8-2, now lead by 7, 20-13. Joel Myers, 2 lands back at Staples Center. Well, while the Lakers are just ready to go to the postseason, it's the other extreme for the Portland Trailblazers. And percentage-wise, they're in a battle for whether or not they're going to have the best opportunity for the first overall pick in the upcoming draft this summer. Now, New York at 22-57. Don't forget New York made the deal for Eddie Curry. And I'm almost certain it was unconditional when they traded away their first-round pick for Curry. So that pick, New York is, well, Chicago owns that pick. So they're rooting right now for the Blazers to win and the Knicks to lose over the next 4 or 5 days. Blazers, they've had some high draft choices recently. Blazers not paid off, though.
Blazers coming out of that timeout with a little bit of size in the middle, taking Theo out, who was a little taller but not as thick as Brian Skinner. So Kwame will be working against another big body.
He also brings in Stu Martell Webster, their lottery first-round pick, a rookie out of Seattle Prep High School that just turned 19 in December. And Webster was taken 6th overall. Outside shooter, but a long kid at 6'7", almost 6'8". Kwame gets 1 of 2, and the Lakers are back up by 8. Kwame's got 7 already. Kwame, the leading scorer right now. Luke's got 4. Kobe's got 4. All the starters are scoring tomorrow, and scores 3 apiece.
Blazers barely beat the 8-second count with Blazers are showing some full court pressure, and that's pretty much what it's designed to do. Slow it up. Hopefully you'll get a steal, but you're not going for steals.
Skinner with a baby hook. Kwame coming down with it, and Kwame will go to the free throw line on the frustration foul by Skinner. I think Bob Delaney's showing him it was not quite a chokehold, but a half Nelson or a full Nelson.
It was close to a held ball there, but the official right on the spot said you got him on the shoulder or the head area.
That was a half or full.
So Kwame back to the line where he just made 1 of 2. Let's see if he can do better on this trip.
Blazers now, after that miss by Skinner, 1 for their last 8. Well, we talked about Luke and that confidence. This guy, totally different appearance on the floor. Body language, everything, into his stroke.
Well, I've always said that he's tied to early success, and also he's tied to some positive reinforcement. You know, he's one of those players that you can't just always, from the fan standpoint or even from the coaching standpoint, you always can't kick him in the backside when he does something wrong. You got to give him that positive reinforcement, and he'll respond a little bit better for you.
Again, that pressure almost forced an 8 count. Got it across with 17 on the shot clock, beat it by a second again. Jared Jack in for the first time. Jack into Kobe. Created the contact, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's the first on Kobe. Only the second team foul for the Lakers with 2:47 left in the first. So the Lakers double-digit lead for the first time.
Kobe very well acquainted with that particular move. He's given it to just about every player that's played against him in this season, especially.
You know, Raymond Felton, Chris Paul, Rashad McCants. This kid had 20, Stu, a couple of nights ago against the Clippers, tying his career high. There's some nice lead guards that came out this year in the draft.
Yeah, especially Chris Paul.
Without a doubt, a runaway winner for Rookie of the Year award. Lakers still by a 9, smushed off the dribble, and that was difficult. High off the glass.
I had a nice look at it. Just, you know, it came early in the offense. I'm sure that when you make those, the coaching staffs, they're a little bit more lenient with you. When you miss them, then they start talking about, settle down, let's use some of the clock.
With that board, a 9-4 start for Kwame. Kobe on the floater, right over Jared Jack.
And anybody else that was in the vicinity.
He's a little bit taller than Jack. Telfair, Blake, Dixon. Matching up with small guards tonight. Telfair had to release it early, and he did.
as small as he is, in a crowd like that, he can't get away with making shots. He should be eating and picking it out of his teeth.
Kobe got away from Skinner. And he'll shoot 2 more free throws. So work off the ball paying off for Kwame.
Kwame did a great job of taking the angle from Bryant Skinner. Coming from weak to strong, Bryant Skinner was trying to beat him to the spot, but Kwame, a great job of getting the angle and then getting the body to contact in the act of shooting. So I like the fact that Kwame is attempting his 5th and 6th free throws here in the first quarter.
And how about making it? He's 4 of 5 now.
Well, if you're going to get there, you might as well make it.
It's a lot more pleasant each trip.
Makes it easier to get there, too, because when you make free throws, you play aggressively. When you're missing free throws, especially when you're not confident from that stripe, you start avoiding contact because you don't want to go back to the charity stripe.
You see that season percentage. We always wondered why it was that low, because his form is not bad. That was a bad break. It was almost all the way down.
A terrible start to the season as far as his free throw percentage is concerned. And once you start out poorly, it's just very difficult to clean it up.
First shot of the game from Marcel Webster. That's what he does well. Found some space off a pick. Got it away before Luke could get back into the play.
Shooters, you trail on their hip. You don't try to cheat and go under the screen or go through an open space. You have to follow them all the way.
It'll be a blocking foul, as Smush realized he had an angle and nobody in the neighborhood. Couple of more free throws.
Well, there have been some breakdowns defensively to start this game for the Blazers. I mean, there have been a number of times where the Lakers have found themselves in a position to really just attack the rim, or a player is open under the basket. That's probably some of the reason why they're 21 and 57.
And also dead last in the NBA offensively. Good to see Smush with 18 in the last one, because he's had some shooting games. It's been kind of a roller coaster ride over the last 3-4 weeks for Smush. Good to see him close to 20. And that's what Phil Jackson was alluding to with Bill McDonald before the game tonight. They are a totally different team. Kwame has been on his game lately, and when Smush is there, there's real balance.
There's no question you like to have that balance. But, if you ask any coach, they'll tell you when they've got good balance, they're a much better basketball team. So the Lakers aren't any exception to that. I mean, sure, they have the greatest scorer in the game, but he needs some help as well.
So Smush now, he's got 5. Kobe's got 6. 4 for Luke. Lamar with 3, and Kwame double figures with 10. Juan Dixon, usually a finisher that close to the basket. Good jump shooter. Lamar with the board. The Lakers in transition. Well, I like it. Smush's first thought was Kwame.
Why not? He's been just a terror on the inside. You talk about an inside presence.
What a spin. Beauty by Smush.
Change of direction and a nice score. Very nice job by Smush Parker, reading the defense and making the correct maneuver.
So the Lakers by a dozen. It's their biggest lead of the game so far. Dixon. And he threw it away. Didn't get Smush off the ground.
Kobe was open. Oh, they're not on the same team?
Kobe through 3. Fills it up. He's got 9. Lakers lead by 15.
Kobe's got 9. He's made all 4 of his shots. And Lakers, I said they've developed an interest in this game. I would say so. After that slow start in the first few minutes, they're right back at it.
Marcel Webster off the Skinner pick. And the Lakers will play for the final shot.
33 points on the board in the first quarter. That's obviously very good production offensively, but the Blazers, they're going to have to tighten the defensive screws, or it's going to be a very long evening.
Now Kobe drawing the double. Who's available? One last pass. Lamar for 3. Why not? What a way to go to the break. They double up the Blazers as Lamar gets the triple.
Well, Lamar has been knocking down threes since the All-Star break, so why should he stop now? Lakers made 12 of their last 14 shots. They erased that early 6-point lead that the Blazers had, and now at the end of one, they've doubled them up. And you talking about posing for the camera. Go ahead and pose for me, Lamar. Keep that shooting hand up. Watch it go through the net. Let me see it. Let me see it. I like it. The Lakers ended that first quarter on a nice little run. You remember now they trailed 8-2, then went on a 34-10 run to take that big 18-point lead. I don't think shooting 68% is going to last very long, so their defense is going to have to continue to be consistent, but they had some great balance offensively in that first quarter. You're talking about everybody becoming a weapon. Luke, Lamar, Kwame, Kobe, everybody was getting the job done from the Lakers starting unit. Swish Parker showing a very nice move, something we've seen from him a few times. So if they can continue with this kind of scoring balance, obviously it makes things a lot easier. Another thing I liked about that first quarter, 3 Lakers shot free throws, and Kobe wasn't one of them.
Well, in the game for the Lakers, it'll be Lamar staying out there with Kobe. Andrew Bynum on the floor for the first time, along with Sasha and Devin George. Lamar in a post-up game with Outlaw. Beautiful stroke. Lakers by 20, and Lamar has 8, 5, and 5. I think he's ahead of the game for his triple-double tonight.
I told you after he got the first one, he'll probably get many of them now after waiting so long. Not waiting. He kept trying, but it didn't happen.
Dixon couldn't get that one on the wing. Kobe against the small guard, Jarrett Jack. Take it away. Saved on the sideline.
Well, they have numbers, and they're not taking advantage of it.
Jack leading it off. And Juan Dixon will go to the line looking for the three-point play on the triple penetration. Dixon coming over, former Maryland Terrapin in his 4th year from the Wizards. So Sasha's got the foul.
A nice move by Dixon as he gets into the paint and gets to contact. Not a lot, just enough to make sure that he knows the whistle's coming and good concentration and a three-point play.
So a 17-point deficit opening minute of the second.
And they're going to full court pressure now. If the Lakers are smart and attack properly, they should really get some early opportunities as Devin continues the hot shooting from the perimeter. Lakers shooting 71% for the game.
That's the Lakers' first points off the bench tonight. And it belongs to Devin as Andrew Bynum is called. He was trying to hand-to-hand compact. And they'll give Bynum as he's trying to get out on Skinner. And did they give that to Lamar?
No, they gave that to Andrew.
Yeah, they posted it on the board here to Odom, but it is Andrew Bynum.
They're going to take it off the board because that was Andrew.
Dixon in the corner fills it up, and Sasha down in a heap. 5 for 1. Dixon off the bench.
Well, that's one of those plays where Sasha looks up and says, big fella, call out the screen so I can be prepared for that collision.
Communicate any language, I'll take it. Sasha, 3 of his own. Way too strong. Bryant Skinner on the box out. Took it away from Bynum. Back door, nobody home. And covered. Didn't quit. A break that Outlaw couldn't hold on to it earlier. Devin for the three. Got to get back. And Devin did. Deflected it to Lamar.
Nice job by Devin because he was the shooter.
Kobe. And Devin will get it over the top of the glass. Fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Pick and roll game. Bynum getting back to it. And Andrew, it was on its way down. Outlaw got up there. But Andrew Bynum with his first basket of the game.
He deserved the hoop because he's the guy that made the defensive play on Outlaw on the other end. Outlaw fumbled the pass in the air and then had to come down and go back up with it. And Andrew rejected it. And then the goaltending call. And that's always a difficult call. Not always, but sometimes can be a difficult call for the officials, whether it's on its way up or on its way down.
Early point for the reserves for the Lakers. Puts them back by 19. Dixon on the contested shot. It's kept alive by Outlaw. They've got a fresh shot clock. Lamar never saw Outlaw coming in from behind.
That's why you have to always assume that there's somebody back there, and you go up very aggressively with both hands.
Dixon got inside. Didn't get the reward, though. And Andrew sees Kobe's out there. Bynum on the assist. Kobe on the 360.
That's a nice looking outlet pass by Andrew Bynum. Of course, we've come accustomed to see Kobe do some pretty nice looking stuff in transition, but the first pass is always the most important. And Andrew with the rebound and the quick pass out to Kobe. When you can get the rebound and pitch it out that far, you know it's going to be an easy strike. And Kobe, 360? Yeah, he can do that. He can do just about anything he wants. And the reason is he got skills.
Well, it's going to be a record-setting night for Kobe as he is on his way to surpassing Lakers single-season record. He owns a few already this year in 40-plus games. Amazing what he's done, Stu. 5 points away from overtaking Elgin Baylor.
Yeah, I mean, the guy has had, as I mentioned earlier, just a remarkable season. When you look at the numbers, you can see how big of a deal it is. I mean, the 81-point game, the consistency with which he has scored his average this year. I mean, it's just a remarkable, remarkable season for number 8, Kobe Bryant. He's 5 out of 6 from the field in this contest for 11 points. And we've got 8:51 to play, and he gets his first rest of the game. So he's only 4 points away from tying and 5 points away from becoming the all-time Laker leader in most points scored in a single season.
That will tie him for 11th best in NBA history. So they've got inside of 10 in the shot clock. The Blazers bring it in down by 21.
Aaron McKee in the game, and Lamar gets called for an illegal defense, and it was a quick whistle. Aaron McKee hasn't played much. He had that injury that kept him out for quite a long time. So this is an excellent time to get him out there and just see how much he has left.
And you've got to make your playoff decisions because you're only going to have 13. You can't have 15 on your playoff roster. Only 13 this year. And then 12 active each game. So that means the Lakers are going to have 2 guys that have been with them all year that are not going to be active for the playoffs. Decisions to be made. And in the corner, Martell Webster.
Well, they should devise plays where Martell gets probably 15 shots per contest because he's got a nice looking stroke.
Andrew Bynum up against a smaller man, and Lamar wanted to go back in. A good idea, and Andrew not a bad look. It's pulled away by Rattler.
Had his dribble left and everything. That was a case where maybe a nice little subtle head fake and then really attacked the rim. But we got into the charity stripe.
Right in front of the rim. The veteran Theo Ratliff has 6. And the Laker lead is down to 16. 5 unanswered by Portland. That's been a major run for them so far tonight.
Hard for a young team to really keep a big lead.
And across it goes, picked up on the opposite side by Jared Jack.
Veteran teams know how to really take a 15-point lead, make it 20, make a 20-point lead, 25, etc. But a young team suffers in that department.
Andrew lost Theo Ratliff as McKee was just trying to struggle his way side to side through the pick. And an easy one for Theo Ratliff on the assist. Jared Jack.
Down to a 14-point game.
7-0 run for Portland. 5 minutes gone by in the second. Devin hot hand early off the bench, creating space. I got it. No Lakers around as it's picked up by Martell Webster. Well, they hung with the Clips. In fact, it was a 2-point game down to the final 30 seconds on Wednesday night. Jack on the penetration. That time it didn't work for Theo Ratliff, falling away a little bit on that jump hook.
He had the shot he wanted, though. And you could see him clap his hands afterward, knowing that, hey, if I can get that shot every time, I'll be all right.
Side bumped by Webster, setting up a wide open McKee. That line drive doesn't go. Picked up by Outlaw. Good job by Devin.
This is where you have to talk defensively because Devin is obviously the Lakers were a little out of position as beaten off the dribble that time, but Devin did a good job of picking up the first available guy. And you have to make sure you tell your teammates, I've got yours, you get mine.
So Lamar Odom gets his second 13th foul on the Lakers. Man, it'll be Jared Jack going to the free throw line. The Camp Lakers not far away. Santa Barbara for young men aged 9 to 18. You can learn from the pros. Go to the Lakers website, lakers.com. All the details at 310-426-6055 as well. So you learn for the very best. Get all the details. 310-426-6055. And you can go right now and get some info at Lakers.com. Jared Jack, the Yellow Jacket from Georgia Tech, a native of Baltimore. He gets the 2 free throws, and all of a sudden 9 straight as Lamar sits down and Bryant Cook comes in for the first time. The Lakers staff looking at a lot of different combinations against the Portland Trail Blazers early tonight. Andrew Bynum and locked up against Ratliff. Nice drop step to the baseline with the baby hook, but it was a foul before as we go to a timeout.
Nice looking shot though by Andrew. I like the fact that it was a semi jump hook off the glass and beautiful results. Just didn't count because the whistle had sounded before.
Laker basketball on FSN West is brought to you by the official airlines of the NBA, Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. And by Pepsi, it's the Cola. Welcome back once again to Staples Center. Red hot start for the Lakers. The reserves have come in. They've cooled off considerably, but still, Lakers with the basketball halfway through the second, and they lead it by double figures, up by 12 over Portland Trail Blazers. Well, we've talked about how tight it is in the Western Conference. Eastern Conference race at the top, it's already determined. In fact, Detroit's going to finish with the best record in the NBA. They've got Miami at 52-27. New Jersey has claimed their division, as New Jersey is the winner of the Atlantic Division, so they'll at least have the 3 going in. But you can see how close they are. They're bunched all the way from 3. And especially 5 through 9. So big win for Chicago tonight to move back into the 8th spot. At home, they won over Washington, but still some things up for grabs in the second half.
Phil Jackson puts Kobe back in the game, trying to get some stability back out there.
And Kobe off the bench, long deuce. Picked up by the Blazers after it was knocked around. Lakers just 2 for their last 10, missing 5 straight.
You got to just reestablish control defensively again.
13 left on the shot clock with 5:29 left in the half. Blazers will bring it into the front of their own bench.
Lakers had that exciting first half after the slow start. And you can see how they've fallen into a little bit of a lull here, and the fans are just waiting for something to cheer for here. Just anything to get them involved.
Lakers out of fouls now with that one. It's Bynum's second, 4th team foul. And the Blazers shooting the rest of the way here in the half. It's rare when you see a ball on the sideline like that come all the way down underneath the basket. But Ratliff had backed him down effectively, so it'll be brought in again with 14 on the shot clock. Blazers, one of the model franchises of the NBA just 10 years ago. Boy, they headed south. And in fact, 2nd worst in the NBA in home attendance. Outlaw. A little bit short on that try for the 3. As Kobe came up with it. Lakers still at 55%. Kobe on the run behind and over the shoulder. Didn't work. It worked last time against Golden State. Not tonight. And it's going to be a foul after the fact on Aaron McKee coming under Martell Webster.
Well, after what was the Lakers in their triangle initially on this that last possession where they were out of position, they finally ended up in the triangle. Nice job by Andrew of finding Kobe. Kobe thinks he's fouled on that play, so he tries one of those miraculous shots trying to get an and one. Doesn't get either one, not the basket or the foul. They go down. 2 free throws coming to Martell Webster.
Just talking about how good this franchise has been for so long, but to give you an idea, the kid at the line, the young man Martell Webster, he was taken. That's the highest pick for the Blazers, 6th overall since they took Sam Bowie, number 2 back in 1984, and that draft is going to live forever because Hakeem was taken 1, Sam Bowie was taken 2, and we all know who was taken number 3, don't we? MJ, Michael Jordan.
Easy to look back on that and say, how did they pass on Michael? Well, nobody thought that Michael or knew Michael was going to be Michael.
Kobe elevated. Oh! Theo Ratliff comes away with a miss. So the Lakers by 11 after Webster got 1 of 2. Easy look. Juan Dixon before Bryant Cook could close. So that is 12 straight and a single-digit deficit after the Lakers led by 21. In fact, the Lakers have only 8 points in the quarter. Knocked Out of bounds by Andrew Bynum, trying to keep it away from Theo Ratliff. So it goes back to the Blazers.
After scoring 33 in the first with their starting unit, basically, Phil went to quite a few substitutions in the second, and just the momentum has been broken up here. Now they're going to have to jumpstart it again. 4:13 to go here in the second. They're only up by 9 after leading by 21.
Not a lot of rhythm right now for the Lakers at the offensive end of the floor. So they can stop. Dixon loses his footing. Yeah. Can he get a timeout? No. He'll be tied up by Devin George.
Now the Lakers, Devin George should win the tip. Who will control it is another story. So they should find themselves in a position as Lamar is being rushed back into the contest.
Lamar with a good start tonight. 8-5 to go along with 6 assists already. And Andrew Bynum will sit down with 4:01 left in the half. As Andrew had a couple of points and a board with an assist on that long outlet to Kobe.
This is going to be an interesting matchup here because I assume with Lamar coming in, he may be put himself in the post position a little bit, and that would force Theo Ratliff to have to come out where the air is thin and defend. And bigs, they just don't like to do that.
And Devin will control it. So the Lakers force a turnover as it turns out. Kobe leaving Jarrett Jack, getting it inside. Lakers back up by 11, and Kobe now with 13 is only 3 points away from the new Laker single season record. Ratliff against the smaller man Cook. Instead it's Webster.
Save him.
Yeah, he's a good shooter. Spotting, spacing, knowing his role on this team.
You cannot leave shooters. And when they spot up in the corner and they're waiting for drive and kick, you can't be the help man. Let one of your bigs be the help man.
That's 8 off the bench for Martell Webster. Devin turned around, thought he was going to go up. Oh, Theo Ratliff. Bring it back out. Kobe held up. Dixon.
Hand check there. Dixon, he puts his hand out. Kobe runs into it. That's just like a stiff arm. They're not out of foul, so there won't be any free throws. The Lakers will be taking it out, but Dixon has his hand straight out. Kobe slaps it away first. That could have been an offensive foul. You're not allowed to do that. And finally, they blow the whistle saying you can't do that.
It's under the second team foul on the Blazers. As Dixon sits down, they bring back new guards, Blake, along with Telfair. And smush on the shove. Going to be a foul on Telfair.
Well, they either had to call the foul or give the ball to the Blazers, so they chose to call the foul. Now the Blazers are out of fouls. 3:09 to play, so the next foul will be free throw.
Bryant Cook. Put it down to the ground. He just lost it. Now Lamar has to make a decision against Webster on the follow on the baseline. Cook against the smaller man will go back up. Man, hard to the hole. Fresh shot back for the Lakers. He didn't get a break on the dunk. But I like the aggressive move. It won't go for home for him either, and it's knocked out by Bryant Cook. So 2 high percentage looks for the Lakers, and they don't get a thing.
Devin is a little upset at himself as he did a good job of passing it to the post, making the cut, receiving the pass back, but just not finishing off of 2 feet and lost concentration because you surely did throw it down, not straight across. I guess you should elevate a little higher too if you want to dunk.
Lakers lead by 8. Things have slowed down considerably for the Lakers after doubling up the Blazers in the first quarter. Well, the Blazers doing that to the Lakers right now as the Lakers only 5 for 19 shooting in the second 12-minute period. Right after the game, don't forget, it'll be Bill McDonald, Jack Haley, FSN Live only on FSN West. So stick around with us. Post-game interviews. Stu and I will join the guys. We'll head to the locker room as well.
Phil Jackson comes back after this timeout with his starting lineup on the floor. So from 2:44, that's what's left in the first half. They're going to try to reestablish some dominance here. It was there in the first quarter, but obviously hasn't been there in the second.
The backcourt for the Lakers. Nick Tomas to start the game, though, as they bring Telfair and Blake right before the timeout back into the game. They've got their starting lineup on the floor with the exception of Martell Webster. Outlaw. Off balance floater. That was a good look. It wasn't easy.
Just elevated, even though he floated a bit on that one, because he never did square his shoulders up. He still was able to knock it down.
He's got 5 and 3 boards. Travis Outlaw all of a sudden down to 6 as Kwame hits the deck.
Kwame has really done the job learning how to seal. He sealed on Theo Ratliff that time. Theo tried to get around him, used his arms to pull Kwame down to the ground. So Theo's headed to the bench as Brian Skinner checks back in for him.
And you take Ratliff's due with 3. Skinner comes back in with 2. Kwame's drawn 5 fouls from their 2 big guys.
He's been very aggressive in the paint. That's good. And one of the reasons he's 4 out of 6 from the charity stripe. So if he's knocking them down there, he continues to be aggressive in the post.
Spurs against the smaller guard. Van walking with the basketball. He didn't recognize Telfair coming over, and that caused the congestion early. So a turnover for the Lakers is just their 5th. In fact, they're 14-7 right now in points off giveaways, but on the wrong end of a 17-2 run for the Blazers. So the Blazers, they're ready to make a game of it, and they will have it for the most part by the time they get to the locker room. Webster, and off the glass, Martell Webster's got 10 off the bench in limited minutes. How about 10 and 13?
Well, that 21-point lead is down to 4. We've got ourselves a brand spanking new game now. Just the momentum is with the Blazers.
Inside now, Kobe beating Blake and falling down. Lamar took it away from the smaller man, Blake, in the paint. So fresh shot clock for the Lakers. Kobe quickly. The 3 is short. And off. Outlaw due to the work of Lamar Odom.
Lamar got the first miss. Kobe missed the shot. Lamar got the offensive rebound. Kobe missed the second shot, and there's Lamar again, working to get the offensive rebound and forced it off the body of the Blazers.
So another shot clock for the Lakers. Luke Walton wide open. Tough quarter shooting-wise for all the Lakers, whether with the reserves at the start or the starters in there now. They're just 3 for the last 20. Webster a little strong. Now the Lakers with 9 with a 4-on-3. And Kobe held up. Will shoot 2. First free throws. 58.7. At least they're out of fouls. Free throws for Kobe.
Well, if he makes 2 here, he would tie Elgin. But he's sitting on 13 points. More importantly, he'd give his team a 6-point lead as Lakers have fallen into a real dry spell here in the second quarter. 2 points away from tying Elgin Baylor.
And he gets the first of 2. That's his first trip to the free throw line tonight. So Kobe's got 14 points with 5 boards. And now a point away from tying Elgin Baylor. A single season record for the Lakers. 2,719 points. And he's done it. So he's adding to his long list of records. And before the end of half, possibility, he'll move past Elgin, of course. Bush sending Telfair to the free throw line. A lot of contact, 30 feet from the basket.
When you're playing against a guy that is good off the dribble, you sometimes have to give him just a little extra space. You can't reach all the time. You have to pick your spots when you reach as well.
So the Lakers by a half dozen, led by Kobe's 15. Kwame's got 10. Telfair makes it a 5-point affair again. Sebastian Telfair. A lot of people were surprised when he was taken 13th overall last year. Many thought he was going to stick around a lot longer as he gets 1 of 2 and Lamar comes down with him. So the Lakers can take their time and still get a 2 for 1. Bush trying to illustrate a point. Didn't get the whistle. Now to the hole with the finger. Kwame cuts it over the rack.
I tell you, Sebastian Telfair is not feeling too good right now.
He gets stepped on?
Well, when in the collision with Smush, he came up very gimpy. Whether it's a bumping knees or did he really do something to that knee. But Kwame says, hey, I don't need but 1. Throws it up, throws it in. Nice job, Kwame. Well, only 33 seconds left in the first half as Sebastian Telfair is headed to the locker room. And it didn't seem like much at the time. There was just a collision with Smush. But something happened to the left leg. And as soon as the collision, you can see Sebastian starting to limp. And he's trying to play through it. And then he's motions to the bench to come get me. I can't play. I've got to get some help here. I'm hoping it's nothing serious because the season is just about over for the Portland Trail Blazers. It seems like it's some injury to the left leg.
Now the Lakers with pressure. It almost looked like it was Smush's knee to this outside, the side.
That's how you can hurt one of the ligaments, that's for sure.
So the Lakers by 7. Shot clock, game clock, separated by a little more than 8 seconds. Blake off the dribble. Kwame on the close, but it goes right over the Outlaw. And he'll glass it home. Travis Outlaw on the second chance opportunity. Now the final shot coming up. Kobe established a new single season scoring record for the Lakers on the final shot of the half. It'll be a 3. The second. And the Lakers will go to the break after Portland outscored them over the final almost 9 of the second, 22-6, leading by only 5.
Well, it's up to the Lakers now to come out in the third quarter and do what they did in the first, and that's just jump one this team and make them know that they're in for a very long second half.
So the Lakers all the way down to 43% shooting after 68% in the first 12 minutes. At the break, as Kobe has tied Baylor's single-season scoring record with 15 in the first half. Lakers lead the Blazers by 5. When we come back, Billy McDonald, Jack Haley, Jack in the Box halftime report.
All right, here is the deal. Right after the game, keep it locked for FSN Live. We'll have interviews from both locker rooms. Phil Jackson's press conference. Plus, the Halos begin their 10-game roadie with a dramatic finish in Baltimore. The one and only Joel Myers and Stu Lance. The second half when we come back right after this.
Halftime continues at Staples Center. The Lakers were off to a red-hot start, slowed down in the second quarter, lead the Portland Trail Blazers by 5, 50-45, and already a record-setting night for Kobe as he has tied the single-season scoring mark. The Lakers record held by Elgin Baylor set back there in the 62-63 season, and a couple of free throws put Kobe right there at 2,719 points as well. Joel Myers, Stu Lance back at Staples Center. Well, almost like two different games. The Lakers came out red hot with a starting 5 and then substitutions, and the reserves never found a rhythm. And the starters that got back into the game in the last 3-4 minutes, they couldn't get it together offensively either.
That was the key. It wasn't necessarily two different games. It was 3 different teams. 2 teams that played in the first quarter, and then the Lakers put a completely different team on the court in the second quarter, and all the momentum was lost. They had a very difficult time even getting anything going after that point. First quarter belonged to the Lakers. I mean, they jumped all over them after a slow start, down 8-2. They jumped on them and outscored them 36-18 after the first 12 minutes. As everybody was contributing. The Lakers were doing whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. But then in the second quarter, things turned around drastically. Different lineups on the floor for the Lakers, and they just couldn't hold the momentum at all. And the Blazers outscored the Lakers 27-14, and now you've got yourself a 5-point game. It's going to be difficult, not impossible, but it's going to be difficult for the Lakers to come out with the same kind of intensity they had in that first 12 minutes of action and reestablish that kind of dominance. They shot 68% in the first quarter, and in the second, 24. The bench of the Portland Trail Blazers, well, they needed their bench to step up because they were getting blistered. Outscored the Lakers 21-4, and the free throws, both teams shot the same number of free throws and just about the same kind of percentage. It's going to be the Lakers now that has to set it up here in the third.
And fortunately, as Stu talks about, the drop-off for the Lakers in the second quarter. Fortunately for the Lakers, are facing the teams that is dead last. So the worst in the NBA offensively, averaging only 89 points a game. What's left in the Laker magic number was 2 coming in. They've got the Suns on Sunday, statement games, gotta be, and the Hornets on Wednesday. And then the Kings, well, they've got Denver, and that's going to be tomorrow night. Hornets, Sonics, Jazz, they won tonight. The Hornets are not a factor any longer, at least as far as the Lakers are concerned. Kings, that's a different story because they're separated by 3 in the loss column. But Mavs, Spurs, Mavs for the Jazz tomorrow, Spurs on Monday, Warriors to finish the season. We saw what the Hornets have remaining, but they are not, as I mentioned, an integral part of the process as far as the Lakers are involved. Here we go with the start of the second half. And let's see if it turns around for the Lakers offensively. Lamar lost it this time. Good start. And that's the way it began for Lamar at the outset of the game.
And that's the way they're going to have to start this third quarter. Can they duplicate their 68% shooting in the first quarter here in the third? I don't think so, but let's wait and see. Boy, Theo can't avoid the whistles tonight.
That's his fourth. Away from the ball, Theo Ratliff gets foul number 4.
Trying to do the job. At the last play, the Lakers got the easy hoop. Nice of running the offense, and Outlaw just got lost. I mean, totally lost. And Lamar with the very nice finish. Don't be cute under there. Just hammer one, Lamar. Nice.
Pretty tough to lose a guy the size of Lamar.
Yeah, he got turned around, though.
Now smush, and batted away by Ratliff on its way out. Well, when you got a secondary defender like a Kirilenko or a Theo Ratliff, get it on the glass in a hurry. Hit the glass low if you can. Telfair, that's good news. He's okay. And now Ratliff's got 5 fouls. Kwame, position, and the cell.
And they'd already had somebody at the scores table. Brian Skinner was there after he picked up his 4th. Before they could get a dead ball, he picks up his 5th. So Theo, nice guy, but you're going to be on the bench for a long time here in the second half.
This team already out without Joel Brisbilla, their starting center. He's out with an injury. Zach Randolph has been out for some time with an injury. And Darius Miles missing in action, sent home early. Kobe, great court vision. Can't get the assist. Kwame takes it away from the smaller man. Just outworks Skinner. What a bounce by Kwame for Luke. Sets up Lamar on the scoop.
And
great teamwork, without a doubt.
And he got fouled. That was nice concentration by Lamar because the whistle didn't sound. If you break your concentration there, you miss the shot, and the coach is mad at you.
Lamar's got 12, 7 boards, 6 assists. How about back-to-back triple-doubles? Spurs trying to catch up with Telfair. And Telfair off the dribble, looking better with his shot.
The way he went to the locker room, I didn't think we'd see much of him in the second half, but I'm happy to see that he's out there. Seems no worse for wear.
Luke on the handoff with Kobe. Spin. Kobe wanted a whistle, didn't get it. Kriapa's got the ball to Telfair. Lakers by 7. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Kobe ready. Dropped off Blake and took it away perfectly.
Well, you're talking about telegraphing a pass.
Kobe and grabbed on his way up by Skinner. He'll shoot 2.
Oh boy, that last look by Kobe was that said it all. But you know, Kwame has been so active of late. I mean, pounding the glass there, getting an offensive rebound, and that's what helped set up Lamar's play, where he got contact from Brian Skinner and got the hoop. Kobe now to shoot 2, misses the first of 2.
Yeah.
He needs this one to be all alone as the all-time Laker leader in points scored in the season.
So for the record now, to put the Lakers up again by 8. And misses both. Kwame had the position, and Lamar touched it last out of bounds with the baseline. So a rarity for Kobe. Well, it should be something spectacular with the kind of year he's had when he sets the record.
It'll probably be something that we've become accustomed to seeing. And we've become accustomed to seeing the spectacular from him.
Little stutter step. Telfair had to get it out. Kwame stayed with him. Blake off the bench. And Skinner will get the finish. Blake did the work. Brian Skinner with the basket. Off the bench, that is his first bucket. By the way, Skinner's also got 3 fouls, so they're post in trouble. 5 on the bench. Luke over the top, good touch. Ball movement. Kobe, for the record, a 3-pointer. Yes, he's done it. A new single-season record. Kobe has surpassed the totals of Elgin Baylor back in the 62-63 season.
That was nice defense by Kwame. Brian Skinner gave a head fake. Kwame didn't go anywhere and forced that miss.
Catch and shoot. Smush. She gets that. That would have been a strange roll. Kriapa with the board.
You know, the crowd is just waiting for a couple of trips to make some noise.
Waiting for that spurt like they saw at the end of the first quarter when the Lakers led it. 36-18. Outlaw just a little wide left. Yeah, he's on his way to his first scoring title and another Laker record.
Well, he's got his first scoring title, and he's also got the Lakers single season record. Nobody's going to catch him this late in the season.
Luke finding Lamar, blows the layup. So Luke thought he had his fourth assist. Instead, 5-point turnaround. Blake with the triple at the other end and back to a 5-point game. Can't leave the shooter open.
Always happens that way. You miss a layup, they're going to score on the other end.
So 4 minutes gone by. Lamar indecisive on the deflection. Kobe's got it. Inside he goes. Well, he split 2 and then nobody rotated over. 20 for Kobe. Lakers up by 7.
That was almost as if everybody was afraid to get posterized or something, because once Kobe split the 2 defenders on the perimeter in the corner, there was nobody there to contest the shots. So Kobe said, why do anything spectacular? Just let me lay it in. But the points that gave him the record for single most points scored in a season by a Laker, a 3-pointer. You miss 2 free throws and then you step out and knock down a 24-footer. Yeah, you can do that when you're that good. And Kobe, you're that good.
They are on their feet at Staples Center. Welcome back once again. Joel Myers along with Stu Lance is our buddy Lawrence Tanner. The public address system has just informed the crowd of Kobe establishing a new Lakers single season record and a well-deserved standing O. The guy has been the backbone of this team from start to finish this year. He's the reason they have an opportunity to go 6 games over the 500 mark, and the magic number down to 1 at the end of the evening with a win. And on to the postseason. Easy to celebrate somebody that works as hard and as dedicated as he has been.
And the crowd has been chanting MVP just about the entire season, and they're on their feet now with the announcement that he has become the Laker all-time leader in points scored in one season. But they also know that there's still game left to be played here, so they go ahead and sit down and said, all right, you guys can play again. But Kobe, we love you.
Yeah, he's really given us so many thrills this season, and it continues into the postseason. A win tonight, and we already talked about what Utah has coming up in the next 2 at Dallas, at San Antonio. Telfair up against Kobe, and now Blake. He'll go up with it, shot clock all the way down. And even though Luke thought he was going to be able to close in time, quick release and a 4-point deficit. At Steve Blake now has 6 on a couple of 3-pointers here in the third.
Those are what I call free shots. He knows he has to take it, so you relax a little bit. You know the coach isn't going to get mad at you because you have to take it, so that's what I call a freebie.
Catch and shoot. Smush had a wall. A little space behind Lamar. It's back to a 6-point lead. Smush has 9. Darius Miles, I mentioned, not with his team tonight. He was there for the Clipper game, at least for the first half, and then decided at halftime he was going to change into a street place. Drop it into Skinner. Shot clock all the way down on Blake again. Kwame did a good job jumping out on him.
That's rebound number 9 for Lamar, so all he needs is a rebound and 4 assists. He's got back-to-back triples.
Kobe, deep 3. Adds to the total. Lakers by 9. Kobe now with 23. Now talking about Darius Miles. He was sent back to Portland yesterday. Hard to believe a guy would get out of uniform at halftime just because he didn't play in the first half. Outlaw for 3. We saw him inside. Now you see him outside, and a great athlete at that. 10 for Travis Outlaw.
You can see how hard it is here in the third quarter for the Lakers to reestablish what they had in that first.
Kobe. Almost. Lamar wanted it. Kriapa snatched it away. All the way to the rim. Telfair's speed. And it's down to 4 again. Sebastian Telfair has 9. So the Blazers up to 51%. And this is a team that is dead last in field goal percentage and dead last in scoring in the NBA. They only get 89 a game. They've got 60 so far.
That's against the other 29 teams. 28.
Kwame on the baby head.
Well, nice move there. He just didn't get it high enough over the rim. I mean, that was flat right into the front of the rim.
Because of the matchups. Lamar right now on Blake. Telfair inside, gets the roll. Nifty move by the little guys all the way down to 2. The dribble penetration as Portland now is 7 of 10 in the third. Kobe, man, last touch by Outlaw. The Lakers have 15 on the shot clock.
Crossover dribble, and Outlaw put his foot out, or maybe just kept his foot out and kicked it out of bounds. So the Lakers will maintain possession, but you can see who Mr. Momentum is favoring right now.
Kwame on the early entry. Man, they drop Kwame strong to the rack. Well, he said, if you're not going to guard me, I'll take the easy one. He gets the deuce.
Well, it was a subtle fake. He caught the ball at the post, the free throw line area, and just faked like he was going to throw it inside to Luke. The defenders looked that way, and Kwame went the other way.
Now Telfair probing. He got inside last time. Kriapa for the good look. He'll follow his own last touch by Kwame. And you know, Stu, 2 months ago, I don't know if Kwame would have the confidence to go this hard to the hole even.
Nice job, though. He catches the ball. He's a release valve on that last play down for the Lakers, and Kobe gives it to him, and he faked there and then just attack. And I mean attack. Nice job.
Lakers by 4 and a fresh shot clock. After the miss by Kriapa. It'll be Telfair for him. And the Lakers had it surrounded. Lamar with the board.
He's got a double-double now.
That's his 10th. All the way to the hole. Gets the finger roll. It was almost a little bit too strong. Now he's got 14 and 10. He is 2 assists away from back-to-back triple-doubles.
He's very versatile indeed.
Blake on his little hesitation move.
He's been really good at being that last line of defense. When Blake or somebody has been venturing in there, he's leveled them off pretty effectively.
It'll be Juan Dixon coming back into the game for the Blazers. Steve Blake sits down. Second foul on Smush, and that is, believe it or not, the Lakers' first team foul. Almost no whistles here in the third. Only one team foul apiece.
I'm surprised they didn't put Jared Jack into the game almost as a starter, because you know, he's known as a better defender than Blake. Starting Blake and Telfair, 2 small guards.
Brianna coming up short, batted out to Jack by a Skinner. Fresh shot clock. Telfair got smushed out of position. He wanted to skip it instead. Outlaw, beautiful pass. And a foul as well on Kwame.
Well, you can see the Blazers' confidence starting to really grow. They're starting to feel confident in their half-court sets. They're making the extra pass, and Lakers are having trouble putting them away here. As the lead now down to 4, and with a successful free throw here, it'll be a 3-point game.
Kwame's first foul of the game sends Kriapa to the line. He looks for the 3-point play. Young man from Russia in his second season. So moving the ball around, and they have enough guys on the floor like guards or swingmen, but they can handle the basketball. But can't convert. Lakers still by 4. A little more than 3 to play in the third. Zone? No. They double on Kobe. Kriapa tried to get to him. Kobe is blocked that time by Skinner. On the break. Jack gets it. He faked it like he was going to leave it off for Webster and then put it down off the glass. Nice move by Jared Jack. He's got 6 off the bench.
I mean, he's a strong player. Loves to attack.
Yeah, good stick guard, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why I was saying I thought he'd be on the floor instead of possibly Blake.
Kwame, strong again with, I mean, so aggressive with authority. He's got 16 and 7 tonight.
I mean, Brian Skinner is not a weak individual, but I'm telling you, Kwame is bouncing him around as if he's a guard.
Telfair on the spin, and Kwame's got the foul. 2:20 to play, so the Lakers not out of fouls. In fact, they still have a couple to give.
Well, yeah, 2:20 to play, and we're going to talk it over a little bit here as Kwame goes to the bench, and coaching staff says that's the way to take it to the rack. If you're going to go in there, you might as well finish it. One hand, it doesn't matter, or 2 hands. The quick jump and the quick finish, and just flush it down. Pow! Well, 2:20 to go here in the third quarter, and the Lakers lead the Blazers by 4, 70-66. And that man, Lamar Odom, in his last game against the Warriors, he had a triple-double. Tonight, what's he doing? Well, he's doing just about everything again. Rebounding and taking it the distance, getting it in the post and hammering home easy deuces. But what his specialty is finding the open man, and he loves to do that. For the night, Lamar Odom sitting on 14 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, and for the guy that is the facilitator who handles the ball as much as he does, 0 turnovers. That will get it done. He had his first triple-double, as we talked about, as a Laker Tuesday. He's going to get his second here tonight, back-to-back, after trying to get there all season long.
Well, he's got 9 on his career. And back in March of 2001, he had 3 in a 10-day span with the Clippers. So the guy, we talked about his talent. And he's become so much more aggressive and look for his own. Kobe took it away. Kwame. Kobe directs it to Luke. Luke on the layoff. Kobe on the reverse. Slams it home on a spin.
Nice job by both players. First of all, Kobe with the steal, and then when they threw it to him, he tapped it while in the air to Luke. Great decision there, and then he gets it back.
Drop back to Kelvin. Blocking foul underneath. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, but boy, what an alert play by Kobe, as you mentioned, just to direct it.
Well, the steal with Jack. He reaches in, tips it free. Kwame finds him, and then knowing that the defender is there, gives it to Luke, and Luke gives it right back and says, "Here, you deserve it. Show me something." And Kobe says, "Show you something? How many times you want to see a 360? This is the second one tonight, so you've seen it a couple times."
Almost like a take that finish. 25 for Kobe. He'll go along with 5 boards as he is 10 of 20 from the field. Lakers by 5 as Telfair is at the free throw line. 2 of 3 at the spot, a dozen points with 6 assists. And give him 13. Pretty good night for their guards again, and that's the reason they have taken 2 of the first 3 from the Lakers this year. They have not won a season series from an opponent. The Lakers want to avoid that dubious distinction against the team with the worst record in the NBA. Kobe finding Luke, sharing it again. Kobe for 3. Luke with the assist. Kobe the clean look. He's got 28. Lakers back up by 7.
Boy, that extra pass just means so much most of the time. Great job making the extra play and getting the results.
Briapa after the bar closed, and he gets the finish on a little mid-range one. Good move by Victor Kriapa. He's got 8.
You know, every time I see Victor, every time I see him, I like him a little bit more. I think there's some things that they could do with him to really keep him in the loop a lot.
Last year, big game against the Clippers to close the season. We're going to have a foul off the ball.
I remember 3-second violation.
Is it Kwame's hitting into the paint?
Yeah. I was talking about the extra pass. I mean, it just keeps the defense off balance. They keep chasing, and Kobe, open man. Luke, back to Kobe, the open man. A basket. Simple.
It's kind of funny because that's what Phil Jackson talked about in the pregame show with Bill McDonald. The mobility that Luke brings and the passing that he also brings. Telfair found space after bouncing into Kwame, falling away. Telfair brings it to within 3. He's got 15. For the Blazers, hot in the quarter. Kobe on the reverse. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Change of pace there by Kobe. Came down, and the defender is just sitting right there in great position. But he stepped on the gas and put it in another gear and gets a step on the defender, Jack. Gets to the free throw line. You have to be able to change direction and change speed, especially if you're a guard.
So 35.1 is average coming in tonight after hitting for 31 in the last game, 30 in the first half, 15 in the second half. Boy, he wished that one home.
Yeah, I think he threatened that one. I mean, there was so much body English on that one. It's almost like, if you don't go in, I'm going to throw you up in the stands.
One of the columnists in this morning's Portland paper did a little survey of some of the voters, and right now he said it's between Steve Nash and Kobe for MVP. And he's already won his first scoring title. He's locked it up. And given 30 so far this evening. He's got the last 7 for the Lakers.
Yeah, but still the Lakers only up by 5 and get one more possession probably to end this third quarter. So let's see what they do on this defensive possession.
somebody. Martell Webster got Luke out of position. Big league move. Martell Webster arching it to avoid the block. And it's going to be a foul on Jared Jack.
Well, he had the right idea, but his momentum carried him right up the back of Kobe. He couldn't stop, and that momentum just created the foul. So Kobe will go back to the charity stripe, and then with 10 seconds left in the third, the Blazers will have the last opportunity.
Well, Jared Jack, as we enter Dave Davis, our statistician in the background, say he likes Jack better than Telfair. Jack was taken. I like Jack a lot too. I never want to agree with Dave Davis, but I really do like him. Came to the Blazers. He was taken by the Nuggets with the 23rd pick. And came in a deal for the 27th selection. Also a second round pick. Good look for Jack.
Kwame goes out as Devin comes in, and it's just to match up foot speed wise with this last possession, as they don't have a big out there.
So Kobe gets the first. He's got 31. You know, it would have been nice. Lamar didn't even play the fourth quarter against the Warriors. They didn't need him. 34 minutes. That would have been nice tonight. Some of the starters to take that kind of rest before the Greyhound races on Sunday here. With the Phoenix Suns in town. Telfair off the dribble. And that'll do it for the quarter with Luke coming down with it. So the Lakers led by 5 at the half, and it stays that way at the end of 3.
Well, when you have a lead, I guess you can match point for point, but not a way you want to play basketball. You want to outscore them each and every time you possibly can. Kobe Bryant, well, he's doing his job. He's scoring. He's got 32 after 3. Well, the Lakers leading by 5. They won that first quarter handily. I mean, outscored them by 18, but since that time, they've allowed the momentum to go to the Blazers, and the Blazers only 5 down now after that 27-14 second quarter. Let's see what the Lakers do to open the fourth here. They come back with Kobe, Lamar, and Sasha, Devin George, and Kwame. Let's see if they can just continue with the defensive pressure.
So Kobe's established a new single-season record. Topping the old mark held by Elgin Baylor as we start the fourth and final 12 minutes of regulation. Jared Jack out there working the point. Also got Juan Dixon, backdoor lob, but again, Outlaw almost a little bit too tall.
Well, the pass was bad because Outlaw was there. He was available. A better pass, and that's an easy deuce.
Kobe trying to lose Jack off the dribble. Spectacular. 34 for Kobe.
It doesn't matter if he loses you or if you're right there in his face. He's still going to get it done.
Now Jack on the hit.
See the help by Kwame, though?
Yeah, rolled over well. Skinner got Kwame into the air, and he'll shoot 2. Devin from behind might have gotten him, and it will be Devin.
I didn't say he got Kwame and Devin in the air with that move, and Devin called for the foul, so Brian Skinner, a rare opportunity at the charity stripe.
We're talking about guys missing in action for the Portland Trailblazers. They come in with only 21 wins, 21-57 as Skinner misses the first of 2. Fewest wins in a season in team history, 21-61 back during the 72-73 season.
Ooh, they got a shot.
Yep. And a couple of misses by Skinner as Kwame closer to a double-double now with 16 and 8. Lamar, who's got it, an assist away from a triple-double. Kobe does it. Unbelievable.
Hey,
I mean,
he gave 2 head fakes.
Right ups.
The defender didn't bite. He says, okay, if you're not hungry, then I'll just go.
Kobe's got the last 13 for the Lakers and 36 for the game. Jack setting up. Travis Outlaw. Again, showing the range. 83-77. Lakers by a half dozen. Outlaw with 13. Their second leading scorer tonight.
Oh, Lamar's got a little one.
He's got Jared Jack on his back on a mismatch. And Kobe held up by Juan Dixon, another little guy on the perimeter. Second on Dixon, first team foul.
Kobe got called for a foul in the first half. Somebody gave him a head fake. He's the master. One fake, two fakes. All right, you're not going to bite? Then I'll just go up and over you. Makes it look easy. That's not an easy shot because it's what I call a break rhythm shot. All the rhythm was broken with the head fakes, and then he has to go ahead and pull the trigger.
Kobe trying to get Lamar a triple-double. He does. Kobe with the three. Lamar with his consecutive triple-double after getting one against Golden State. So it took 79 games to get his first as a Laker, and now he's got him in back-to-back games.
86 to 77 is Kobe with the final three here. 39 for the night. Lamar, yeah, you're getting it done again. 14 for Lamar, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and of course Kobe just lighting it up. You don't want to see him get into a zone as he is on fire.
Laker basketball on FSN West is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Refreshing Coors Light. Taste the cold. And by the Lexus December to Remember sales event, now through January 3rd.
Well, Lamar Odom back-to-back triple-doubles. 14, 10, and 10 tonight after getting his first as a Laker on Tuesday against the Warriors. Last time the Lakers had back-to-back triple-doubles, guess who it was?
What a shot.
Number 8, Kobe Bryant. That is a little bit of a surprise. Kobe had him back in the 04 season.
Jack setting up Webster, play out the timeout. And when you've got a young team, Nate McMillan probably really likes to see something like that. Execution right off the grease board.
All coaches like to see you execute out of a timeout. The Lakers have normally been coming out of the timeouts like that in zone, making them change up their play a bit. That time they came out straight man and the play worked.
Lamar deep into the shot clock. Tough bounce. Kwame got it though. Lamar tried to lead him all the way.
Well, he led him perfectly, I thought. I thought the Kwame was just a half second late in reacting to it, but he got to it and got Lamar his 11th assist.
Second leading score for the Lakers. 18 and 8. Nice developments this late in the year for the Lakers. Long deuce. And it goes down for Juan Dixon. He was the guy that beat the Lakers, don't forget, back in Portland early in the season in January when they lost by 10, 113-103.
Dixon and Blake in both of the games up there hurt the Lakers.
They hit for a high percentage from the outside. Sasha up against Jack right past him and knocked out of bounds.
That's all right. I like that idea by Sasha. He rarely goes in there with the intent of being a scorer. He'll venture into the painted area, but then he normally looks for someone to pass to. You got to be aggressive when you attack. The defense doesn't commit, you take it.
Kobe elevating. Man, it'll be picked up by Kriapa. It was late in the shot clock. Jack protecting it well. He knew what Lamar wanted to do, and he used the basket.
Just like that, back to a 5-point game. So, Blazers are just being enough of a nuisance to make the Lakers a little bit nervous.
8 points now for Jared Jack. Kobe shut off, and Devin, that was flat. Outlet Jack quickly.
Well, they had Kriapa, they just couldn't get it.
Dixon, that's a break for the Lakers. Usually with that kind of space, he'll get the 14-15 footer. Lakers still by 5, almost 4 minutes into the final quarter. Lakers shooting almost 49%, but 55% for the Blazers. Lamar, man, up against the smaller man, a quick foul by Juan Dixon.
Well, the Lakers ran into their triangle, and Lamar was the guy that was in the post, and Dixon ended up on him. And I was happy to see Lamar not think about running the offense. When you get that matchup, just go to work.
So Dixon gets his second. It's also the second team foul on the Blazers. Lamar over Kriapa on the run. And picked up on the missed time jump by Dixon.
You got to really keep a hand on Dixon because he is so good at shooting off the dribble, shooting off the catch. He can shoot.
Sasha deflected that one to the backcourt. Jack, man, the extra pass. It'll be Webster, first sharpshooter. He comes through. All of a sudden, only a 2-point lead for the Lakers. You got to worry now. as the young Blazers are gaining confidence as the game goes on. 17 off the bench for their first-round pick. 6th overall, Martell Webster. Kobe draws the quick double. Sasha spacing, spotting. And tough break, but Devin stays with it. And Devin is tripped and held up. It'll be a foul, a common foul on the ground. 3rd team foul with 7:11 left.
E for effort, Devin. That was nice work on the offensive glass. Battling 2 Blazers for possession of that one and came away with it. So that's one of those plays where obviously he'll get possession or credit for the rebound, but not nearly enough credit for what the effort was.
Sasha, and now they're going to call a moving pick.
Call Kobe.
Was it a push-off?
Yeah.
Okay. Lamar came over, tried to set the pick, and on the opposite side of the floor, Kobe trying to create space.
You know, they can take the lead on this possession. A 3 by Martell Webster or Dixon or anybody for that matter.
Blazers' biggest lead came very early. Man, they were up 8-2, led by 6. More than 5 minutes gone by. Spin by Kriapa. Everything but the finish. He made life difficult on himself. And his last touch by the Lakers with Devin and Kwame trying to get a handle on it.
Well, they get another chance at it. A fresh 24 as well as Phil Jackson looks on.
We remind you this team hung around. Played with the Clippers on Wednesday night and only lost by 4, 97-93, but it was their 14th straight road loss. It was 6-33 away from home.
Did you think that ball hit the rim, the Kriapa shot? I guess it did,
yeah.
But they reset the 24.
I did. Now they're talking about should there be a couple of seconds off it after it was knocked around a little bit.
Can't be any off until possession.
And nobody did grab it.
Nobody really got possession, so if it touched the rim, then they're going to get a fresh 24.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. His shot didn't hit the rim, but on the rebound attempt, Devin and Kwame tipped it up there, and it brushed the rim.
Jack creating space. Kwame got there, and a blown attempt. Skinner on the putback. A break for the Lakers. Kobe on the spin, and it falls. Lakers back up by 4, thanks to 41 for Kobe, adding to his record arc. Reading that he said earlier, with 26 games of 40 or more. Thrown away. Jack losing it, trying to get it to Dixon.
When they have their guards in the corner like that, and one of the other guard is out trying to break you down for dribble, the defensive guards have to stay in their corner with the shooters. Let the bigs be the help situation. But when you have Kobe have a hand on the ball, everybody better be a helper, because he can score on 1, on 2, on 3. It doesn't matter how many defenders are there. Number 8 can get it done. Just about halfway through the 4th quarter, and the Lakers holding on to a 4-point advantage. And one of the reasons why they're holding on to a 4-point advantage is number 8, Kobe Bryant. Another spectacular night. 41 points on 15 out of 26 from the field. He's got 6 rebounds. Has missed a couple of free throws, though, so well, that's very unusual for him to miss back-to-back free throws, and that's what he did. Not the fact that he has missed a total of 2, but 2 in a row. His 26th time this season. He's gone for 40 or more. Obviously, that's a Laker record he set 3 games ago, or 3 times ago.
Well, when in doubt, find him. And that's what happened for the Lakers, their last possession. He got it with a good finger roll inside. Soft touch.
And Luke comes back in. Lamar gets a rest.
Bush stays out there with Luke. Now the step back for Luke. Boy, all of a sudden his signature shot.
I said it the other night. That's his signature move now. And he's got it down. And all players have to have at least one move that they call their A move. Then you build off of that.
6 points and 5 assists now for Luke. Dixon on the dribble. And Skinner touched it last, trying to fend off Kwame. He can only really get one hand up on the ball.
You know, I talked about a signature move for Luke, and it's that step back shot. He just, no matter how big you are, he backs, and then falls away, and look at that splash. Confident look on his face, too. That's what you like to see.
Lakers by 6. More than 5.5 left. Trying to go 6 games over the 500 mark for the first time this year. Ratliff back in the game for Portland now with 5 fouls. Kobe, his patented move, and the follow away.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a patented move.
That's
everything he does is a patented move for him.
He's got 43. That's something, though, that he added to his repertoire this year that he's really liked a lot. Dixon answers at the other end. Seen a lot of followaways from Kobe this year, especially on the baseline.
He's had that shot, though, and he's just been able to utilize it maybe a lot more this year. Came into the league with that shot.
Now Smush trying to lose his net. And a little bump. Jared Jack says, what did I do? A couple of free throws coming up for Smush.
Rare trip for Smush to get to the charity stripe, as he's been there twice. You can see Kobe. He knows where the pass should come from. Told Smush, give it to Luke, and Luke can throw it in, and then Kobe can throw it in.
Directing traffic. On his way to 43 on 16 of 27. Well over 50% for the field. And Kobe with 28 of those 43 coming in the second half.
Well, Lamar coming back into the game after this free throw. It'll be interesting to see who's coming in for Kwame. Or no, Devin.
Good stretch for Devin out there. He had 17 minutes on the floor. It's not what he did offensively tonight. Kept a lot alive. He's got 5 boards. Could have even more, though, the work he did around the rim.
Well, he's a very, very active player. I mean, that's one of the things they liked about him coming off the bench. He gives you a big boost of energy coming off your bench.
So inside of 5 left, and the Lakers have expanded with a 6-0 run. It was down to a 2-point ball game. Kuriapa spacing. Victor Kuriapa. She's got 10.
Too many Lakers caught in the paint and as help situations. That's why these guys are open for jump shots on the weak side.
Kobe against Marcel Webster this time. Smush on the clear out. Man, a hold. As the Blazers are out of fouls the rest of the way. Kobe will shoot 2. Telfair gets his 3rd.
Kobe and Smush having a chat. And that's what you want out of your leaders. Be able to, tell people, things that you want or expect out of them in the offense, especially when they're new to a system. Even though it's the end of the year, a lot of these guys are still not 100% effective in the triangle.
Not a bad percentage in the second half for Kobe.
No, not at all. When you're 10 out of 14. But he's missed 3 free throws here in the second half.
And gets the roll on that one as he's now 7 of 10 for the game with 44 points. He had 51 just a few days ago at Phoenix.
Lakers need back-to-back stops here and some scores after those stops, and they can maybe have this Blazer team think about 15 in a row.
Telfair trying to lose Smush and setting up. As Carter comes away with it but lost the handle. And that would have been his 9th board of the game. So a fresh shot clock for the Blazers with a 7-point deficit. Kwame helps defense again. And Smush saves it. But you talk about Kwame, the way he's rotating.
Yeah, as your last line of defense, I think he's done a real good job tonight.
Lamar. Almost. Kwame after it. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. That was two points for Kuriapa on the takedown.
Nice offensive rebound, though, by Kwame Brown.
Do you believe it?
Then he gives the head fake. One player goes up. Nice offensive rebound. He gets them up, both up, and Kuriapa says, I know what you're thinking, so I'm going to get you before you get a 3-point opportunity. Free throws for Kwame. He's 4 out of 6 from that position on the floor. 18 and 9. That will get it done for Kwame.
And just the aggression he's shown around the rim tonight. Where a couple of months ago there were finger rolls, and now they're slams. And real aggressive with authority slam dunks.
So when you're in the paint and you're that close to the rim and you're 6'11", don't be cute.
What about the stroke tonight at the free throw line?
Yeah, I'll hear about that at the end of the night. He's 6 out of 8. He'll remind me.
Lakers by 9. A little more than 3 left. So the magic number at the end of the night, it'll be 1 with a win.
3, 4.
Deflection picked up by Kobe. Lamar coming up. Smush on the opposite side.
Now, that's not a bad decision by Lamar. They really didn't have much in transition, so pull it back and set it up for number 8 to go to free throw line.
Webster held on.
I mean, how many times are we going to talk about the effectiveness of Kwame Brown? Last line of defense. He's there. He pushes the Theo out of the lane, then creates a bad play. That sends Kobe with the ball going the other direction. Now, Kobe looking to add to his point total. He's got 44. Lakers by 9.
Man, the Lakers, because of plays like that, up right now, 25 to 11 on points off turnovers, because Kwame, as you noticed, he got the deflection. As it was picked up on the sideline. We talk about balance up and down the lineup and scoring, Stu, but balance in your roster, too, to have veterans and young guys. And right now, there's not a lot of balance for the Portland Trailblazers.
No, they're just young.
They are.
They're just young.
11-point lead for the Lakers. A double-digit deficit. Real important trip for the Blazers if they're going to hang around for the final 3. Delper knocked away. Kwame, last line of defense again, stayed in front of the little guy.
Yeah, he stayed in front of him enough, and Smush kept coming on the play, and actually, I believe we'll get credit for that steal, as there's a timeout on the floor. 2:49 to play, and the Lakers look like they might want to put this one away, but there's, like I said, 2:49 to play. Well, the Lakers up by 11, 2:49 to play, and one of the reasons, multiple weapons. Sure, the Lakers have number 8, but they've also got a good production. They've gotten good production out of their front court here. When you add it up, that's 34 and 20 between Kwame and Lamar. 34 points, 20 rebounds. And, of course, Lamar with the triple-double still hasn't turned the ball. When you're the guy that handles it, you're the facilitator. Not to have any turnovers, that's something special.
Kobe fouled right before we went to the break. Shoots 2. He's now got 47. And Stu, as long as you're on that line, how about the overall balance? And you talked about Lamar. You've got 4 of the 5 starters in double figures. Luke is second in assists. He's the only starter not in double figures. He's got 6 and 6. Really doesn't look for his shot all that much tonight. And then 20 assists on 37 makes with only 7 turnovers as a team. That's real clean.
Yeah, that's a good clean game. Because you're going to, I mean, it's rare to obviously have fewer than 6-7 turnovers.
Well, defense, Bryant is going to be off the mark. Kwame, he burns it down. It would have been a double-double for him. And still off the deflection, the Lakers have the basketball. Last touch by Ratliff.
Well, Kobe got a screen set on him, boy, and turned him all the way around. He got clocked upside the left side of the head.
Now Lamar knocked away from behind. 2:19 to play as the Lakers are about to go to 43 and 37. This will be their 9th win in their last 12 games.
And Kobe's looking for 50 here again. I mean, how many times this year has he had 55?
5, 10 on his career. Smush, too strong. Kwame after it, but picked up by Outlaw. And Smush on the reach. It'll be free throws for Travis Outlaw.
The play really got the officials to hustle a little bit on that one, as they had to hustle to get into position. Smush telling the officials that he got nothing but ball. They're not going to change their mind, Smush. They're going to send Outlaw to the line to shoot 2.
Right after the game done, Stu, you're going to join the guys with both of them eventually. Bill McDonald, Jack Haley, FSN Live. Right here at Staples Center. So the Lakers, before that free throw, had 7 straight to expand it to a 13-point advantage. It's down to a dozen.
And the Blazers have 5 players in double figures as well. The only problem is they're down by a dozen. Make it 11 with 2:08 to play.
Travis Outlaw hitting the 2 has 15. So they've got 2 at 15. Webster off the bench with 17. Webster liked the kid. maybe a skinny version early in his career. A guy they called Money, Glenn Rice. Got a long way to go to get there. Kobe on the final over. Give him 50. Unbelievable. He's incredible. His 6th 50-point game of the season.
I mean, he makes it look too easy, though. I mean, it's ridiculous when he catches the ball like that. I mean, he's got a defender there. Even though the defender is a little shorter than he is, just catches it, turns, and fires. And the result, splash. 50 for number 8. That's number 6 on the year. 6 50-point games by Kobe. Minute and 54 left to play in the fourth. The Lakers have stretched to a 13-point advantage thanks to the last deuce by that man, Kobe Bryant. Did you bring his point total to 50? And players that have had 50-point games with the Lakers, well, Kobe is now number 2 in that department behind who else? Elgin Baylor with 11. 6 of Kobe's have come this season. So Elgin, you don't have much longer, I guess, because you know he's going to get you soon. Jerry West with 5, Mike, and a lot of guys on that list. So you talk about some names. Big time names there, that's for sure. So Kobe has been doing nothing all season long.
For the Lakers by 13. Man, it's going to be a hold right out of the timeout. Smush has just picked up his 5th. He just can't buy a break tonight with these guys.
Just leave them alone. That's what you do.
Especially with 52 to play, and you're up by as many as the Lakers are right now. Lakers 28 free throw attempts compared to 19 for the Blazers. Man, it's going to be a technical switch. Yeah, give it up.
Let it
give
go.
It up.
You have to let it go. I don't think Phil Jackson's happy about it either, because he's called for Sasha in a hurry.
You don't want to give him the possibility of a 4-point trick. And if he hits a free throw, hits a 3, there is that potential. Words of advice from the team leader. And the end of the night for Smush. Sasha checks in. Smush heads over in double figures with 11. And 3 assists. Little zone action. Gonna be Webster. His spot, but he's short that time. And Sasha comes down with it. Kwame kicked the shoe. That's the only thing he's kicked tonight. He's a board away from a double-double.
Surely they didn't stop action on the whistle because he threw a shoe. What else did they call there? Oh, somebody threw something on the floor. I knew there had to be something. They don't stop the action like that when you throw a shoe. Just play on.
It'll be a 20 take.
You got 2. Hop on the good one.
Move on and don't waste my time.
Minute and 33 to play, and the Lakers, I think they're pretty secure now.
.93 seconds remaining as Sasha's taken up from the Smush. Ronny Turiaf's into the game now, and well, a board shy of a double-double. Kwame sits down. No doubt who our player of the game is tonight. A record-setting night for Kobe, surpassing the totals of Elgin Baylor, a new single-season mark, and adding to it as he also has topped Nate Tiny Archibald's totals. Ronny blocked, but Lamar comes up with it.
Ronny will find Theo is quick off the floor and can elevate.
Little kick out. Haven't seen that since the 60s. This is Luke is a little bit long. Kobe's got the foul. His 4th. And free throws go the other way.
Surprised Kobe's still on the floor? I am. I'm not even going to give you a chance to answer it.
105-93.
Devin is up now checking in, so I'm hoping that he's coming in for number 8.
What's that red phone you've got up here? The hotline.
That's the hotline. Problem is Phil doesn't answer it that often. I be ringing his number and he just ignores me.
Well, Kobe headed over to the bench. The crowd coming to its feet. What an ovation.
He gets some dap from Kobe, from Phil as he goes by. You like that?
Yeah, a little bump.
Phil gives him a little dap going by. That's nice. That's nice.
He won't pick up that ring down for you, though.
No, it's all right. I'm going to get a different ringtone to it. He won't know it's me.
So the Lakers by 10 after the free throws go. Now just run out the clock. Sasha finally, he's got it. It'd have been a tough night for Sasha from the field. He was 0 for 4 before that baby fell. 13-point Laker lead at 108-95. That's something Blake can definitely do with space.
Ooh.
No look.
Ooh, dangerous. Look at this. Look how the congestion is on the floor. No spacing. Lakers had 2 and 3 players within 5 feet of each other. That is dangerous.
The dive, and Lamar, it went down.
That's a
score.
score.
Right, it's a score. Then Ratliff popped it out from underneath. Give Lamar Odom 16. He had a great smile.
Whose head did it hit? He threw that down so quick it bumped somebody on the head or the shoulder and went right back up through the rim.
I think Theo contested it, didn't he?
That was a nice play. Down off of Theo's head and back out. Getting a facial and a headache.
Oh boy.
Now, let me get the other phone now. Why are you guys fouling?
Really?
There's
Why are you stopping the
27
clock?
seconds left. Let's get this over with. That's my bowling night.
I wondered why you're wearing those shoes.
I got to go bowling tonight.
Devin with the foul. Yeah, the free throw for Juan Dixon. So the Blazers talked about their worst record, 21-61 all time. Well, they still got a shot at it.
What do they have left?
21-58. 3 to play.
Yeah, but are they home or away? You don't know. Who cares, huh?
I'm glad you said it. That kind of sums it up. I'll be in that category.
Well, the Lakers have to take a shot here.
Roney.
And Sasha says 2 in a row.
Nah. Blake's got it. And Roney, he wised up to Theo, didn't he? It'll be Dixon. And that'll do it. The Lakers 6 games over the 500 mark. The magic number for the postseason is down to 1. Kobe, a record-setting night and another triple-double for Lamar. Sounds pretty good.
Well, again, when you talk about the kind of production that the Lakers got as a team, 4 of their starters in double figures, Lamar with a triple-double, and then, of course, I can't leave out number 8. 50 for the NBA's leading scorer. 50 of them on 28 shots.
Yeah.
That will get it done.
Lakers win by 11 over the Blazers, 110-99. For Stu Lance, I'm Joel Myers. FSN Live starts right now as we head downstairs and join Michael Eaves. Michael.
All right, Joel, thanks a lot. Kobe Bryant, it's been a record-setting year for you. The 62 points against Dallas, the 81 against Toronto, and tonight you score 50 points. You break Elgin Baylor's 43-year-old record for the most points scored in a single season by a Laker, 2,754.
I don't know what to say. I'm just so happy that we're playing much better. Last year was such a tough year for us, and this year we're starting to gel. We're playing extremely well right now, and we're just trying to gear up for the playoffs.
Let me ask you this. As the season winds down, the talk for the postseason awards heat up, and you hear the chants from the crowd for MVP. All modesty aside, Kobe, do you think you're having at least an MVP caliber season?
Well, you know what, man? I'm just so happy that we're playing well. The individual accolades of it, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I really just want us to do well and bring a championship back to the city of LA.
You guys win tonight. The Jazz actually come from behind on the road to beat New Orleans. So the magic number to clinch that playoffs berth is 1. You can do it Sunday against the Suns.
We're looking forward to the game. It's going to be fun. I'm sure this place is going to be rocking and rolling. We're going to be ready to put on a show.
All right, Kobe, again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.